A very good morning and welcome back. So, in our class today, we will start a new topic which is on state equations, or we also call it as state space analysis, in which we are going to deal with state equations of a network. State equations of a network. So, in our previous classes, say last 6, 7 classes, we were dealing with differential equations, but we were trying to solve those differential equations by converting them into simple algebraic equation using Laplace transform. More generally, we should know how to deal with differential equations, and state equation and state space analysis is one way to deal with the differential equations. So let us say given a circuit which is like this. I hope this is visible. Okay, so this is the circuit which we have, and the switch was thrown, let's say, at t equals 0. The value of resistance is R, L is inductor, and C is the capacitor over here. Let us say minus or E volts is the voltage across this battery. Then you know that the behavior of the current and voltage in this circuit will be time dependent. Okay, so what you will be having is time dependent currents. I can say that the current which is flowing through inductance, it would depend on time. Time dependent voltage across the capacitance. And then, provided a few initial conditions, you will have to solve for all t's the value of I, L, and Vc. In fact, you can be asked about any variable present in this particular circuit. You can also be asked what is going to be the behavior of VR, what is going to be the behavior of IR. You can also be asked to answer such questions. Okay, and state space analysis or state equation analysis deals with what we call as time domain circuit analysis. Okay, time domain circuit analysis. So specifically, you will be dealing with time dependent differential equations, definitely differential equations in which variable is time. Fine, the variable in which is time. And you have to do the network analysis for all t greater than 0. So I can say that it is something like you have to analyze the network for all values of t, which are absolutely greater than 0. Okay. So this is what you are going to deal with in state equations of a network, or more specifically, after state equations or understanding state equation, we will come to state space analysis. But let us first define why I am calling certain set of equations as state equations. Okay, so you can write down the definition. Just take it as such that state equations are first order differential equations. Okay, first order differential equation. Now you can say that no sir, in this particular circuit the order of complexity, I hope some of you remember that जितनी इनिशियल कंडीशंस की जरूरत होती है उतनी ही ऑर्डर ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी कहलाती है एक पर्टिकुलर सर्किट की। आप कहें कि सर इसमें जो डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन का ऑर्डर होगा वो सिंगल नहीं होगा, फर्स्ट ऑर्डर नहीं होगा, सेकंड ऑर्डर भी हो सकता है। देन टू जनरलाइज वी से दैट द स्टेट इक्वेशंस आर simultaneous first order differential equations. That means that in case you have a second order differential equation, you can convert it into two simultaneous first order differential equations. Okay, you can convert it in this form. How? Let us say if somebody is saying that x double dot is equals to 2x plus c. Okay, if somebody is saying it like this, what you can do is you can convert that this x double dot is, let's say, derivative of this x dot, which you are considering to be equals to y. So you can then simply say that y dot is equals to 2x plus c. Okay, you can convert it in this form. अब इस डबल डेरिवेटिव को आप सॉल्व करेंगे तो you will get y dot is equals to 2x plus c, but in actual sense you have x double dot is equals to 2x plus c. Okay, तो आप यहाँ पे दो इक्वेशंस बताएंगे. पहली इक्वेशन होगी that x dot is equals to y, ये एक फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन हुई, और एक इक्वेशन होगी y dot is equals to 2x plus c, ये एक फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन हुई. और इन दोनों के कॉम्बिनेशन से, दिस इज जस्ट एन एग्जांपल, ओके, इट इज नॉट जनरली ट्रू, इन दोनों की कॉम्बिनेशन को मिला के यू कैन गेट योर इक्वेशन लाइक दिस. Okay, so any differential equation which is of second order or higher order can be converted into simultaneous first order differential equations. अब कितनी इक्वेशंस की जरूरत होगी आपको, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन कि आपका हाईएस्ट ऑर्डर ऑफ डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन क्या है. Okay, so now you know the definition at least of state equations, that state equations are first order differential equations. State equations are first order differential equations, and in case you want to represent a system which is not represented by a single first order differential equation, then the higher order differential equations can be written as simultaneous first order differential equations. Okay, so that way we can move ahead and actually define a formal definition, take a formal definition of what is the meaning of state. So state equation is fine. Now, what do you mean by state? Okay, तो स्टेट को अगर आप इसका शाब्दिक अर्थ देखें हिंदी में तो ये कहलाता है दशा. इस वक्त क्या दशा है किसी सिस्टम की, या कौन सा ऐसा फॉर्मूला है जिसके अंदर पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू ऑफ टाइम, टेम्परेचर, जो भी चीजों पर वो डिपेंड करता है वो डालने पर आप उस सिस्टम की दशा पता कर सकते हैं. जैसे PV इज इक्वल्स टू nRT, तो वॉल्यूम अगर पता है, रेट कांस्टेंट आप जानते हैं, टेम्परेचर अगर डाल दें इक्वेशन में तो यू विल गेट टू नो द प्रेशर. या फिर टेम्परेचर पता करना है तो प्रेशर, वॉल्यूम और रेट कांस्टेंट की वैल्यू डालिए और नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स डालिए, यू विल गेट टू नो द टेम्परेचर. तो दशा पता चल जाती है कि व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी द स्टेट ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम एट पर्टिकुलर इंस्टेंट ऑफ टाइम, एट अ पर्टिकुलर कंडीशन, एट पर्टिकुलर टेम्परेचर. तो स्टेट को आप फॉर्मली डिफाइन करते हैं दैट अ स्टेट इज, pen is not working. A state is that minimum information. A state is that minimum information of network from which all, अब हम स्पेसिफिकली नेटवर्क थियरी में बात करें तो ऑल करंट्स एंड वोल्टेजेस, यानी जो मेजरेंट्स हैं, जो हम मेजर करते हैं चीजें, करंट और वोल्टेज मेजर करते हैं, कैन बी डिटरमाइंड. तो स्टेट क्या है? ऐसी इंफॉर्मेशन दे दी गई है जिसको यूज करके आप एट अ पर्टिकुलर इंस्टेंट ऑफ टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ वोल्टेज एंड करंट जितने भी मौजूद हैं उसमें पता कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर इस तरीके का सर्किट होगा लाइक दिस, और आपको कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन दे दी गई होती विद इनिशियल कंडीशंस, तो आप ये सारे वेरिएबल्स पता कर पाते, then we would have called that particular thing as state. Okay, जैसे अगर इस कंडीशन में देखें तो यू हैव लेट्स से आई एल एंड वी सी टू बी डिटरमाइन, तो ये दो स्टेट वेरिएबल्स हो गए, ये दो स्टेट वेरिएबल्स हो गए। तो जिन ऐसे कंपोनेंट्स जिनका वोल्टेज या करंट डिपेंड्स ऑन टाइम implicitly and explicitly both ways, करंट की वैल्यू या वोल्टेज की वैल्यू टाइम पे डिपेंड करती है, एंड यू नो दैट देयर आर ओनली टू सच कंपोनेंट्स, इंडक्टर एंड कैपेसिटर, जिसका की करंट और इसका वोल्टेज डिपेंड्स ऑन टाइम. सो नाउ वी कैन से दैट these two are the state variables. तो ऐसे वेरिएबल्स जिनके फॉर्म में यू विल राइट योर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन, you will call those variables as state variables. Okay, now we will define another important term which is called as order of complexity. अब एक सर्किट की इक्वेशंस लिखते में आपके पास एक सेकंड ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन आएगी, फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन आएगी, या फिर थर्ड ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन आएगी. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज ऑर्डर ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी. Order of complexity is generally given by number of capacitance या capacitor, voltage plus number of inductor current. But this is not always true. जैसे मान लीजिए आपके पास इस तरीके का एक सर्किट है, तो इस सर्किट में यू विल नीड वन आई एल एंड वन वी सी टू डिफाइन. तो ये इसकी ऑर्डर ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी देखने में 2 लग रही है, इनफैक्ट इसकी ऑर्डर ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी 2 है. बट एक अलग तरीका है जो आपको काफी सही वैल्यू देगा, इनफैक्ट सही वैल्यू देगा ऑर्डर ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी की, एंड दैट इज दैट एक और डेफिनेशन है, दैट ऑर्डर ऑफ कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी is number of independent initial conditions required. Number of independent initial conditions required. And you know, for this particular circuit, you would require initial condition in IL 0 minus and initial condition in VC 0 minus. तो हमें दो initial conditions निकालनी पड़ी, इसलिए इस particular circuit की order of complexity हो गई 2. What is the meaning of independent, by the way? Let me give you another example of a similar circuit, which is not very much different from the circuit which we have just drawn, despite the fact that it is having multiple number of inductances and multiple number of capacitances or resistance over here, let's say. Okay, so it is having C1, C2, this is having L1, L2, and it is having R. Let's say this is E, and the switch is thrown at t equals to 0. Okay, now you see that L1 and L2 are in series, and you know that same current flows in the component which are put in series. Therefore, whatever the current that is flowing through IL1 will also be flowing through IL2 or flowing through L2. So IL1 has to be equals to IL2. Therefore, the initial condition for IL1 0 minus is not going to be different from IL2 0 minus. The initial conditions will be same. वैसे, if you would go by this definition, that it is equals to number of capacitor voltage and number of inductor current, then you would say that 2 inductor current, 2 capacitor voltage, the order of complexity is 4, but this is not the case. In fact, अगर series में current same होता है, तो parallel में voltage भी same होता है. Similarly, VC1 will also be equals to VC2. In fact, I can say that VC0 minus is equals to VC2 0 minus. And इसीलिए we need only two initial conditions. We only need either IL10 minus or IL20 minus in terms of inductor current. We need only VC0 minus or VC20 minus in terms of capacitor voltage. Because if two elements are in parallel, then the voltage across those two elements would be same. If two elements are in series, then the current across these two elements has to be same. And this is the reason we mentioned that the number of independent initial conditions required is equals to the order of complexity. Therefore, what is the order of complexity of this particular circuit? It is just 2. Okay, it is just 2 because we only need one capacitor voltage and one inductor current. What about this particular circuit? Let me draw another one. A resistance, a switch, an inductor, another inductor, a capacitor, another capacitor, and a battery. Fine. So now you see if this is say R, this is L1, this is L2, this is C1, this is C2. So you see that neither the current across these two inductor is same, neither the voltage across these two capacitor is same. Let's say this is E. So now the order of complexity has to be equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 because you need initial condition IL10 minus. You have to find that out or it would be given to you. You also need IL20 minus because it is now not same. The current coming in from IL1 is dividing into capacitance branch and then inductor branch. Okay, so this has to be different. Also, the voltage across capacitance 1 and the voltage across capacitance 2 you need to determine. So in total, you need 4 initial conditions. Therefore, the order of complexity of this particular circuit would be 4. तो आपके पास जो डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन आएगी उसका ऑर्डर 4 होगा और अगर आप उसे चेंज करना चाहते हैं फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन या स्टेट इक्वेशंस में तो आपको उसे 4 साइमल्टेनियस फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन में ब्रेक करना पड़ेगा. ओके, so this is the information which I wanted to convey about state equations. Now let us come to the structure of state equation. How does the state equation actually looks like? Okay, so you can write down the heading, the structure of state equation. Although I'll be just finishing it within a minute or so that we keep this particular video recording less than 20 minutes. Otherwise, it becomes too big to be uploaded on YouTube. So let us write down what is called as the structure of state equation. Okay, structure of state equation. So structure of state equation is given by a variable x जिसका की derivative है with respect to time is equals to some constant into x plus b into u. जहां x और u variable हैं, a और b constant है. Similarly, you can write some y is equals to cx plus du. तो ये होता है आपका स्टेट इक्वेशंस का स्ट्रक्चर. अ वेरिएबल x जिसका कि टाइम डेरिवेटिव इज इक्वल्स टू ax plus bu, a variable y which is cx plus du. Now ये कहाँ से आए, क्या हुआ, that is the part which we would take and cover in the next part of the lecture. Thank you so much.